Jampas weekdays 5 to 8 p.m. only on Massive Metro.
Walk in my shoes, ucho PJ Powers. Uphinda itoliki athi hamba nami ezinyaweni zami. By the way, I want to repeat it. We are the first ones to play this song. Bazoyidlala abanye but after teen. Icho into the pioneers.
It's 1914 Skati. This is Massive Metro. This is Jampas uplomene no Bonkosi no Khanyisa. No mama ukethu ufika njengamanje umama PJ Powers and mazi kakhulu ngothande which has played ingoma yakhe ethi Walk in My Shoes.
I have never seen so much energy because the studio. I've never seen this.
It's been a fantastic, what a wonderful group of people you got here.
You know, like we get clued when we get veteran musicians because it's like a time capsule for us, you know.
Yeah.
You get to know what exactly the past was and what the possible future is, and you're pretty much on the same wavelength after all these years. You know, you got the same energy. It's
and
crazy.
What is nice about this music that the veterans musicians bring us is that there's a message there.
Yeah. I get really irritated with songs that don't say something. You know.
Yeah, kupu, kupu, kupu. You don't know what's going on, and then it's the end of the song.
We're popping bottles. Those are the songs now. Those are the songs now. What is the one thing that you'd like to say to the young musician today who's looking at you and thinking, geez, 82, 83 up to now still the same energy, and you know people want to stay that long, not only the music industry but in the whole story of life. You know, we've lost musicians in this country, and there's a young person somewhere now who's studying and they want a job and they want to pass metric, they want to get the bursaries, all of these things that at the end of the day complete a human being. What would you like to say to those young people out there?
I think first of all, to the youth of South Africa, I love you all. I think we've got, too often that word, the youth, is said in a disparaging term, and I don't think it's right. I would say that the most important thing is to understand that life has ups and downs.
This is true.
Not just for you or any of us in the studio. It's a general rule is that there are good times and there are bad times, and the good times, the bad times make us more and more conscious of the good times. And if you're studying matric, you know, I think that one has to, the only thing in life that we can do is give the best of ourselves to anything. And I think that the pressure on matric students and the young suicide that we're seeing and all of this teenage, it's not right. You know, it is not the end of the world if you stay back. And I just, from that point of view, I really want to say to the people out there that all you can honestly do with your life is do your best. Give your all to whatever it is that you are approaching. To young musicians, sadly, I have some bad news for you. There's not that much money in the music industry in South Africa. Okay, so don't look at idols in America and think that's going to happen to you, because it ain't. And I really have... I don't like these talent competitions like Idols and The Voice that give money as a prize. I think that the prize, as old-fashioned as I may sound, the prize should be 3 years at a music school, or learning to play an instrument, or learning your craft better and better. I do believe that is what you should want, because I think that too many people go into the music industry for the fame and not the music. And you know, the music has to come, fame is a byproduct of the music. So young musicians out there, don't take yourself too seriously. If you believe every good review you have, you're going to really, really hate yourself when you get a bad review. So don't take it too seriously. Take your business seriously. And it is the music business, which is something I didn't do. I didn't look after my money. I thought it would be an endless supply.
It would always be there,
Now, young musicians are much more savvy, I must be honest. So, but I think that the divas of the world, I have a problem with the divas of the world. You know, because it's just...
The divas are gone. Lebuma was and Brenda first.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you very much. And
the crop.
you know, you've got to. I think that if you're talent matches your diva-ishness, that's okay. But in this country, we've got a couple of divas walking around that don't have the amount of talent to be that diva-ish.
I get you.
If there's such a word as diva-ish.
What kind of questions do these kids ask? I mean, we always have this argument, no faith. I say motivation, she says inspiration. You're in the business of now standing there with the microphone and talk to young people. What kind of questions do these kids ask you? I mean, like, they probably come there with nothing more than just inspiration and a dream. We're talking torn shoes here. We're talking people who wake up in shacks to come and listen to you talk. What do they say to you?
One of the most amazing things is with all my work that I've done with Khanyisa, I haven't come across any victims. And that, I must be honest, is quite something when you see how some people are living. But what I do want to say is that the questions are mostly, people are interested in my life.
Yeah.
And I find that very flattering. You know, they'll ask all sorts of questions.
Yeah.
And I talk, but in return, I listen.
Yes.
And it's about an exchange of lives. It's about an exchange of experiences. And that's what is so important about the mentorship program, is that a mentor must never think that it's a one-way street, that they are mentoring someone. Let me just tell you something, that when you mentor, you learn as much as you give.
Yes.
And I think I read in Khanyisa the sign-off statement, which I love. Leslie changes them. She's the head of Khanyisa. She's my manager. She's sitting behind me here. But the happiest people are the people that give, that don't receive. And I think I think something needs to be. Look, I'm not that altruistic that I don't want nice things, and I don't enjoy lovely things, and I don't enjoy a good restaurant and a good movie and a holiday and have a, believe me, I'm not a saint. However, I think that there needs to be a balance. And that's my biggest advice
I like what you
to young people, is a balance. You're allowed to have a good time, but you must give a good time too.
This is true.
Okay, I wanted just to comment and say, I like what you said about the message to the young musicians is that not necessarily that there's no money in the industry, but I think they shouldn't come to the industry
Don't
for
come
money.
to the music industry if all you're interested in is money.
There should be
money is a byproduct.
There should be.
Mina Mama, I want now to get all your Chichi, by the way. Chichi, I want to get all your details here, your WhatsApp, your Facebook, your email address, everything.
That's
because
fabulous.
we're talking bookings. People want to contact you. People want to know what you're up to.
Just to chat to me.
Yes.
Just to chat to me, you can on Facebook. I'm PJ Powers / Tandega, and then on Instagram PJ Powers 1, and Twitter PJ Powers 1, and that's as far as I am. Don't you think I'm good now? I've got 3 under the belt. I'm soon going to have more, but my Instagram is growing, and I want
on Massive Metro.